in the end, we write our own stories. That just killed me. It's like, then I have responsibility. For me, you know, when you wrote that, what were you thinking?
I was thinking that we are the architects of our lives. We have to be responsible. We have one life. We have one narrative, and it is ours to write.
Part of what's happened in this movement right now, some of it is platitudes, and it's like, try harder, tomorrow's another day, be your best self, you know, reach for the stars, and it's like, you. Like, how? Like, what do I need to do today? What can I do today?
I don't let the opinions of others really influence how I think about myself. And that took a long time. Everybody was like, she can't sing, she can't dance, she can't act, she is just a pretty face, or her butt is big, or whatever they were saying about me. And I started thinking, yeah, that's true.
We need to hear that because we think you're Teflon. We look at you, you're so gorgeous. She's got it. It must be easy street for her. And why am I struggling so hard? And so when women say what you just said, it makes us feel like we're in the same boat together. And tomorrow when shit is hard, we can pull ourselves up too.
Because you are willing to be raw and authentic, you are giving women who are going through their own, okay.
Unlike Ariana. Wow.
They're going through their own journey of difficulties, whether it's the imposter syndrome or feeling inadequate, all the things that we all go, I call it the obnoxious roommate living in our head. And you are showing women that we can be limitless.
The most important thing is not listening to all the outside voices, but making sure that the voice that I'm speaking to myself, that roommate, is a kind roommate, is a good roommate, is somebody who's always lifting me up like Elaine does every single day.
Dr. Smith, you know, you were talking a little bit about culture informing policy. So where do you think we are next? Like, what needs to happen?
The reason why we have implicit bias is because in 75 years, women have been underrepresented on screen, in film, television, and digital storytelling. And we're basically teaching folks from a very young age that there's a tilted worldview. And what we have to do is always look around the room and say, who's not included? Who's not here? Who's in this story? Because if we can transport people by stories, anything is possible.
That's what is so powerful. And I feel the same about my life. I think that sense of limitlessness, you know, being an immigrant girl from Greece, and, you know, we grew up in a one-bedroom apartment, and suddenly I see a picture in a magazine of Cambridge University, and I say, I want to go to Cambridge, and everybody tells me, don't be crazy, you don't speak English, you don't have any money. But it's when you have somebody on your side, like my mother at the time was the one who said, let's find out how you can get into Cambridge. You just need kind of one cheerleader.
As women, as leaders in the industry, in whatever industry we're in, we can and should mentor as many people, help as many people reinvent. We all need to help each other because we're all going to need to reinvent at some point. There isn't anybody up here and anybody out there who hasn't fallen, who hasn't said, God, I wish I didn't do that. I have so many of those in my life. And all we can do is let it inform a better path for us and be stronger because of it.
And ultimately, for me, the question of how we deal with failure is everything. My mom used to say to Agape, my sister, and me, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to success.
Right, well.
There's absolutely nobody who has not failed.
I just kept going. You asked me what I did. Despite the hurt and the pain, I just kept going. And I just couldn't allow myself to let that become who I was. I was like, no, I'm gonna make another record. I'm gonna make another song. I'm gonna make another movie. And I did. And that's all I did.
You look at me, I'm